Got something a little different today for you guys. We got a new tool. Well, got it a few months ago, but anyway. Yeah, Piranha P65 iron worker. We're going to kind of go over what this thing can do, and we're going to build a little stand for it so that we can throw 20-foot sticks of material up here and make it a little easier to cut. So we've been using this little saw over here for a long time. Saw blades, they're pretty expensive, 60, 70 bucks a piece. Still have to use it for square stock, or not square stock, but square and channel angles, or I guess not angle either, but you get the drift. So it's got a punching die on the front. It'll shear flat bar up to I think 3/4 by 10, 5/8 by 15. Of course, you got a square stock, round stock, and an angle iron shear. Got it up to 1 1/8" dies, I think, so far that I ordered. On the back, probably my favorite part, you got a notcher, so you can pretty much do a lot with that. You can notch out an angle iron to make a box, or just nibble little chunks of steel off to make a shape. The machine is 240 volt single phase, so I don't have to run a phase converter like that band saw. So that's pretty convenient. A lot of industrial equipment like this is always 3-phase, and you got to run a converter, and just makes it a little extra pain in the butt. So yeah, I got to voice over this whole thing because I had music playing in the background, and YouTube didn't like that. So anyway, here we go. I cut all these pieces to make this roller stand a while back, and they've been laying on my fab table for probably a month now. So let's glue this thing together, and then we'll start cutting some metal in the iron worker. Alright, so there's our stand. Get all this stuff out of the way here, and go grab a piece of steel. So as you can see with this flimsy stuff, with no stand, stuff just kind of hangs there, and it's hard to get a tape measure on the backside to measure your material. So anyway, pretty simple deal. You can buy these things at Harbor Freight. I've tried to buy them in the past. They're just junk, complete garbage. So, you know, it took me all of, probably 30 minutes to make this thing. So anyway, let's cut a little piece and kind of show you some of the functions of this thing. So 15-inch wide flat bar shear. We got a piece of 1/4x2 in here. This thing's not even gonna grunt. I really wish you could hear the machine, but again, I screwed up and left my radio on in the background, and YouTube kept turning the volume off of my video, so we're just gonna have to voice over this whole thing and to salvage it. So, sheared a piece. We'll go over here, show you how the punch works. Pretty small die in there right now. I think it's like 3/8. Anyway, you can set your up and down limits too, and there's a foot pedal if you're doing like some production stuff. Also, they sell a bunch of attachments for the front of this thing, like brakes and notchers and channel. I think they sell a channel shear. So this is the notcher. I like this part the best. You can just kind of, nibble chunks of material off to whatever shape you want. If you're building angle iron boxes, you can cope out the angle iron to get your corners to meet. You can 45 them, or you can just square notch them so that they just slip right together. But you can also hold your material at an angle if you want, like a bevel for a weld prep. It'll actually shave off, Anyway, pretty slick. It's got these little chip buckets underneath for all your little chunks. The kid likes to go through the punching station one for ammo for his wrist rocket. So yeah, that's it. These things retail for about $29,000 plus tax and shipping. Got this one for about 13 grand. It's about 2 years old. So I already used it on a few jobs, so it's definitely starting to pay for itself. And yeah, you'll probably be seeing it used quite a bit in the shop on future videos. So thanks for watching.